Nightmare mode in Dead Rails is ruthless. I've died, rebuilt, and died again. I was starting to lose my sanity, but then it hit me. I previously dominated normal mode with a wolf army, so I had one goal. Bring the pack to Nightmare and beat the impossible. Loaded in, the first thing I do is sell the gold I've got, buy a gun, and grab some ammo. As a conductor, I get a free 2 coal, but I don't stop there. I pick up another coal just to make sure I've got enough fuel. I need to focus on corpses for the wolves, not fuel, so I'm prepared for this long journey. The train's moving and my first encounter's with a bandit camp. I'm tempted to fight, but this is Nightmare mode. I can't take the risk, so I keep my distance and pass it by. Then I spot a house with zombies inside. Perfect. I need those corpses for the wolves. I kill 2 zombies, but I realize I have to save my ammo. It's limited, and I can't afford to waste it, so I collect their bodies and move on. I find another house, kill 1 more zombie, and grab its body. Ammo's running low, so I decide not to check the nearby town. Don't want to get distracted. But then I see a bank. The banker zombie's holding the code to the vault inside the bank. This is a golden opportunity. I take out the banker and grab the code. I open the safe and bam, I'm loaded. Now, I've got some serious loot. I decide to head straight for the next fortress to sell the treasures, but I'm still wondering, where are the wolves? I've traveled 10 kilometers and haven't seen a single one. At the fortress, I sell my loot and make a decent amount of cash. With that, I upgrade my weapon to a rifle, buy more ammo, and stock up on coal and bandages. You can't heal passively in Nightmare mode, so I'm playing it safe. I keep moving and past the fortress. Suddenly, I see them. Wolves! But of course, 2 werewolves are guarding them. I take out the werewolves with my rifle, but they've got insane health, and my shots barely make a dent. After a brutal fight, I take them down. I finally spot 3 wolves to tame, but just as I start taming them, the non-tamed wolves attack the others, making it a huge challenge. 1 wolf dies, but I manage to tame 2 of them. Slowly but surely, my army is growing. I continue my journey, heading towards the town of Sterling. There's a cave there, and inside, the jade mask. A relic that lets me revive monsters to fight for me. 1 werewolf plus mask equals absolute unit. The cave is a minefield. Skeletons, dynamite zombies. I tiptoe through it until, boom! 1 gets me. I explode. Game over? Not quite. Robux to the rescue. I respawn. And of course, my stuff's gone. Not even a goodbye letter. I sprint out of the cave, back to the train, and head to the nearest fortress. I've still got some loot, and it's enough to rearm. This time, I'm ready. Rifle, heals. I head back to the cave in daylight, blast through the barrier holding the jade mask and grab it. And then the boss music starts. 3 werewolves spawn. Luckily, I planned ahead. Snake oil in hand, I chug and run. I'm moving so fast, they're practically in a different zip code. I make it out alive, mask in my pocket, pride slightly wounded. With the jade mask secured, it's back to wolf taming. I slowly build my army again. 1 wolf here, 2 wolves there. It's tedious, but it's working. We're getting stronger. The journey stretched on. I rode the train like a king without a kingdom, staring out at the endless wasteland, mile after mile of scorched earth and broken homes. Every few clicks, I'd pass another house, boarded up and crawling with zombies. Each fortress was a lifeline. I'd roll in, hit the brakes, and sprint to the shop. Coal first, then armor. Whatever scrap metal they had left. Didn't matter if it looked like a rusty tin can wrapped around my chest. If it bought me 2 more seconds in a werewolf fight, it was worth it. And in between those fortress runs, the wolf army grew. Every few kilometers, I'd spot them. Wolves. Lean, hungry, twitching with rage. I'd slow the train just enough, hop off, and toss a fresh corpse their way. 1 by 1, they joined me. My train? It was no longer just a means of survival. It was a mobile den. Wolves lined the cars like sentries, snarling, waiting. This wasn't just a strategy anymore. Then I see it. The lab. I know what's coming. Nikola Tesla. Nightmare Edition. As I approach the lab, night falls. I pray for anything but a werewolf night. Naturally, it's a werewolf night. I rush into the lab, try to revive a werewolf with the jade mask. And what does it do? Stares at a wall. Brilliant. I get rushed. Die. Self-revive. Rushed again. Die again. At this point, I'm hemorrhaging Robux. My wolves are being shredded on the train. I cannot do anything but watch, and it's a massacre. I revive again, and the sun finally rises. I return to the wreckage. My gun's gone, but the jade mask survived. I rebuild Tesla, drag myself to the train, and find 5 wolves. Dead. Fallen heroes. I tame more wolves. Rebuild the army 1 more time. As I near the final fortress, night falls again. I stop the train, trying to wait it out, but it's another werewolf night. I've got no time. As werewolves approach me, I get the train moving, directly into a bandit fortress. It was now on. I moved the train directly in the heart of the fortress. The bandits were shooting. The werewolves were charging. I get off the conductor seat to release my wolves. They just won't get up. I'm spamming the command like a maniac. Bullets flying past my head and nothing's happening. So I make a call. I jumped off. The second my boots hit the ground, a werewolf is already on the train. It pounces. I die right there. I burn a robux revive, and for a few glorious seconds, I'm invincible. No hesitation, I grab my rifle and leap onto the moving train, just barely slipping past two werewolves snapping at my heels. On board, it's a massacre. My wolf army is being shredded by claws and teeth. Two werewolves are tearing through them like paper. I raise my rifle and start firing, shot after shot. But it's not enough. My army has already been massacred. The sun rises. The werewolves vanish in the light like demons, just as the last of my wolves collapse. I finish off the remaining bandits with what little ammo I've got left and just stand there. More than half my army is gone. I've got the jade mask and a little amount of wolves. I gather the survivors into my pouch and lower the bridge. This is it, the final battle, and I am not ready. I sweep through the fortress houses, desperately searching for rifle ammo, anything that could help. But the loot gods are cruel today. I find barely anything. The bandits were coming. I pick them off from afar, trying to conserve every round. It's working. And then, the storm arrives. I release my remaining wolves and slam the jade mask into a werewolf corpse. I keep fighting, picking off the last of the bandits one by one. Meanwhile, my werewolf charges straight into Nikola Tesla, joining my remaining wolves in what's basically a desperate last stand. With the bandits gone, I turn my full attention to Tesla. I start unloading rifle rounds while he's distracted, each shot chipping away at him. His health starts dropping, but so do my wolves, one after another. They're trying, but he's just too powerful. And then, I'm out of rifle ammo. Moments later, Tesla wipes out the last of my wolves. All that remains is the werewolf. My final summon, my ace in the hole. He's got decent health, and I've got a few rounds left in my revolver. It's not much, but maybe, we can pull this off, while the werewolf tanks Tesla's hits. The two of us fight together side by side, hammering away at this monster. It's brutal. Tesla refuses to go down. Eventually, again, click. I'm dry. No ammo left in anything. All I can do now is watch. It's a brutal 1 versus 1. The werewolf is putting up a fight, claws flying, Tesla staggering. But then, in one final surge, Tesla ends him too. Now it's just me. He locks eyes with me and charges. I fire using the remaining pistol I had and empty the clip. Tesla was super low, but I ran out of ammo. I dropped to 1 HP, nothing left. I backpedal, hopeless, watching death walk straight toward me. And then, he dies. Tesla just keels over. No explosion. No epic final scream. He just collapses. I stand there in shock, staring at his corpse. I have no idea what killed him. Maybe he tripped, but it didn't matter. I won. With 1 werewolf, a revolver, 6 bullets, and a criminal amount of robux, I actually beat Nightmare Mode. If you enjoyed watching me suffer, subscribe for more.